the demise of former president of Nigeria, President Buhari, who went to London Hospital for treatment and he could not return. These are many more we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at the life of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria. He ruled as military head of state between 1983 and 1984. And then he ruled Nigeria between 2015 to 2022 as president. A lot happened in Nigeria during his administration, and I think he actually Nigeria over about this disciplinary mentor. That's what Nigeria thought, a disciplined man, a man that is up there, a man that has charisma, a man that can actually reposition Nigeria, a man that was non-corrupt. Yeah, 1983 to 1985. That was what President Buhari. But a man who has spent so much in power could not build a lively hospital that he himself could be treated in. Now, what does Buhari became president that we should be looking at and what actually happened? Now, a lot of persons said the brain behind Buhari's success in his military time was Idiagbon, who was actually behind it. But I think that was proven right when he became president in 2015. Now, each of the presidents, Goodluck Jonathan said Nigeria will remember him. And Buhari, when he was leaving office, Nigeria will remember him. And Ahmed Bola Tinubu said, may history judge, be kind to President Buhari. But I think the situation we find ourselves right now, where we find ourselves right now, is as a result the policy making, the decision making of President Tinubu as president. So that was what we wake up to this morning. Yesterday to this morning, I think the news broke out to a lot of Nigeria that the former president, the president who rat pursue out of Aso Villa. Don't forget, Garuba Shehu, who was the special media assistant or advisor to Buhari, said 3 days ago that the rat story during President Buhari was just a makeup for his head. That's what they did. And people were asking, what about the snake issue? Was that also a makeup? And people were asking. We heard that this man actually went to meet with his maker some years ago. Is that true? Now, just barely 24 hours after Garuba Shehu made that revelation in China TV that the rat in Aso Rock was made up, then the news broke out that President Buhari had died in London Hospital. Now, this is a man that spent over 10 years in ruling Nigeria as a military head of state and as civilian president who ruled for complete 8 years, but could not build a standard hospital. You can't even name one. This is a president that spent over 8 billion naira to renovate, to put in place infrastructure for Aso Villa Clinic so that president could have access to standard health. But this is a president who will spend 2 weeks in Nigeria and spend 3 months in abroad while he was president. This is a president who just waked up one day and decided that they want to change Naira face all of a sudden. Crisis everywhere. This is a president who could not remove fuel subsidy for 8 years, but decided when he was handed over to Tinubu that he cannot make provision for fuel subsidy. And Tinubu, out of zealousness, fell into the pit. Don't see. Tinubu said that history should judge Buhari kindly. But do you think history can judge Buhari kindly? When Goodluck Jonathan was president, full stop, the highest the price of fuel gone to was 100 naira. And this man said, no, we should be buying fuel at least 50 naira. They can change things, turn things around. This man became president. In less than 1 year, things have changed. Bag of rice was 7,000, 8,000, 2015. Go and cross-check. This man, in 2016, bag of rice have gone to 29, 30,000. Things just flew, growing. It was during his administration you will hear snake will swallow money. And Garba Shehu, the truth of the matter is, Nigeria's institutions need to be strengthened. As Garba Shehu made that revelation 3 days ago, he should have been arrested. He should be prosecuted. They shouldn't have allowed Buhari to fly out of the country. We live in a state, in a country where politicians live freely on what would have made the people, the citizen, better. Imagine a president who spent 8 years in office. He cannot boast of one hospital that he built. Let's forget about the deplorable state of Nigeria road. Let's forget about all his promises that he made. 2015, when he was coming, everybody, they will say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, APC change, APC change, APC change. This man came, changed the face of Nigeria to the point that we are. Now, if you check the way people are reacting, it seems people are celebrating, or probably they were expecting this could have happened while he was there. But the man said, Tinubu said, may history be kind to Buhari. I don't think history will be kind to Buhari, but he himself now. Will history be kind to him? A bag of rice at 30,000 under Buhari. Bag of rice now is 50 something, 60, 80, 90. It is appalling. It's disheartening that we are discussing the state of Nigeria affair, and we don't even have one leader we could point to that this very particular leader that ruled Nigeria made an imprint, indelible mark in the development of Nigeria. All of them will come to power, wretched and poor. You will see them. See, when Buhari was coming, he came in integrity, austerity, Q, when he ruled between 1983 and 1984. But people say the brain behind his administration at that time was late Idiagmo. But we saw in his Kakeo, probably this man could actually have that integrity. But when he came, his son was riding power back. I think they also arrested some person about it at that time, when his son had an accident when he was riding power back. It is high time Nigeria should wake up. Now, should we be celebrating? See, when you do good as a leader, the reaction of people will tell. Yeah, Castina is state. No, yeah, they will feel the impact. But how positive it is. How positive it is. Will the people from his state be happy the way he has ruled them? As military head of state and as a civilian president. A lot going on. But what pains me the most, and what is most annoying to most Nigeria, is that the president died in London, and the current president, sent Vice President Shetima to go to London to ensure that his body is returned home. Even after he had transited to eternity, Nigeria is still spending on this man. Nigeria is spending on this man. A man who, in all his time serving, let's call it service, did not contribute meaningful thing to the growth and development of Nigeria. They get there and start doing what is in their mind. They go there and start acting out what is in their mind. That is where we find ourselves. So Nigeria is still spending on him even after he has left Nigeria. He left Nigeria. And since he left Nigeria, imagine creating an emergency traveling for the vice president of Nigeria. That's cost Nigeria. That's taxpayers' money. To go and bring in Boo Boo, who is no longer more, who is no more, to come to Nigeria. They should just allow him to, from there. Atlantic Ocean is there. No. This is a serious issue. This is a serious matter that we, Nigeria, need to look into. Those who rule us, those who rule over us, those who have the opportunity to rule have not actually treated Nigerians the way it ought to be. They made Nigeria growing, they impoverished Nigeria. They made Nigeria flying, they impoverished Nigeria. That is what they have done, and that is what they have continued to do. The stakes are high. Another round of election. Funny enough, Nigeria shouldn't be talking about election at 2025 when the election is 2027. But because of the kind of character, the kind of attitude Buhari display, that's what Bola Tinubu is displaying. That is why he's thinking of 2027 while we are in 2025. It's a big leg down, a big slap to Nigeria. We're going to be looking at some of the things that actually took a turn when Buhari became president of Nigeria, when Buhari became the head of state. We'll be looking at them. And if today is your first time of coming across my video, I implore you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop your comment below and I will rightly reply to it. If you want to contact me, you get in touch with me. If you want to support me, get in touch with me. We appreciate your help and you subscribing to me. But today, our focus is on the life of President Buhari. And do you think Buhari actually ruled Nigeria well? You think Buhari actually contributed positively to Nigeria? So we are looking at it. But the truth of the matter is, 95% of Nigeria know and believe that the bottom of the predicament we find ourselves started from Buhari, with his hard-heartedness that he displayed. GS Fan Edit, I appreciate you. I see you live and direct. And where are you watching from? We are actually looking at the current state of Nigeria and what happened to the former president of Nigeria who transit to eternity in United Kingdom. It happened in United Kingdom and he has gone to be with his maker. If you're also a content creator, drop your handle and I will rightly subscribe back to you. So we are looking at President Buhari. See, the truth of the matter, leaders across the world most times don't pay attention to the need of the citizen. All their focus is themselves, what they will benefit and what they will get. That's what leaders, most selfish leaders in the world, political leaders, their selfish interest, their personal interest. Imagine a country of over 200 million people. A president ruled for 8 years, but could not build an hospital that could even treat him. This is a country that produced over 10,000 graduates every semester. Over 10,000 every semester. Doctors. But Nigeria cannot boast of a standard hospital that could even take care of a sick president. Nigeria president actually forced the hand of Nigeria. That is just the truth. It is best we look at some of the things that Buhari did while in office, and some of the things that actually brought us to the state that we are today. Because when you look at it, prior before 2015 general election, the cost of things was not as high. Nigeria economy was growing, was booming. We were not in recession, but politicians were living a lavish life. Yeah, but the citizen could feel comfortable, not under duress, not under stress, business growing. But when General Buhari, now late General Buhari, became president, things took a turn. GS fan, I see you. I appreciate you joining us live. I appreciate you. If you are just coming across my channel, I implore you, I appeal to you, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop your comments below. If you're also a fan, a YouTuber, drop your handle, and I will also encourage people to subscribe to you. But we are still on the demise of the former president of Nigeria, late General Muhammad Buhari, and some of the popular quotes that we had from him. Remember, during his inaugural speech, he said, "I am for everybody, I am for nobody." That's what he said. I am for everybody and for nobody. And that showed when he was ruling Nigeria. A critical point was when Emefiele, the then CBN governor, decided to turn the face of Naira. Nigeria cried out to Buhari, "This thing you are doing is hard on us." Buhari refused to listen. And most times it was a lot of taking treatment. Let's not just go to what Nnamdi Kanu said. This man was in London while Nigerians were dying. You cannot even access your money in the bank. And this is the president who will spend 1 week in Nigeria and spend 3 months in UK for treatment. So why Nigeria will be crying? At the time it was Osinbajo that was running things now. And when they saw the way Osinbajo was running things, they decided no need. So it was free for all. Imagine dying in London and you expect Nigeria to spend money to bring you back. Who transported him to London? You see, these people don't just want to stop. They keep doing cover up, just like Garuba Shehu said, that the rat invasion in Aso Rock, there was no rat invasion. That's what he said 3 days ago after Buhari have left office a year and some months, because this boo-boo that is fighting for 2027 have not even spent 2 years in office. He said the rat issue was a cover-up for Buhari head. He said it 3 days ago and Buhari died yesterday. Meaning they knew that the man is in critical position. And I also think that they flew out of Nigeria secretly so that Nigeria will keep spending on it. A man who spent over 8 billion to renovate Aso Rock clinic that cannot treat him, died in UK, and Nigeria is still spending money on him, taxpayer money that could have been used. Shetima is there, ambassador, Nigeria ambassador to UK, and minister of whatever. They're all there. So when they are coming out, they shatter flights. Nigeria going to pay in dollars, in hard currency, to bring in president that has not contributed any valuable development. How much Nigerians we attest? How much were we buying SIM card before Buhari came to power? And then Issa Party, whatever, the former minister of information, whatever, just wake up and say NIM must be leaked with SIM card. And then the network, they just have an opportunity to grab Nigeria and start feasting on Nigerians. And the SIM card that was sold 100 naira became 1,000 naira. So national identity card that you could have just gone to any of their offices and they will do it for you for free. 4 days ago, I make inquiry on the registration of national identity card. I was told 8,000 naira. What some people did free. When I registered mine, it was 20 naira, 20 naira. That's before this president came, before 2015, all these things were free, SIM card free, whatever. SIM card 100 naira, you can buy data, you can recharge 100 naira, and the network will decide to give you like 200 MB just for recharging. Now you will recharge, they will not give you MB. Now you will subscribe. They have even removed monthly subscription of 1,000 naira. From there, it's not there again. From 1,005 upward, 1.5 gig or 1.5 gig. That's what they give to you. And you know that 1.5 gig can only last hours. Only last hour. The MB I'm using now, my live stream was interrupted before because I was shocked. I discovered that the MB was gone. I said, what? I decided to recharge again, and this is where we find ourselves. And even as I'm doing the live stream, I was like, hi, when these people are going to remove their thing, and it will just be interrupted while we are talking something important. And NCC was sent me a message telling me how to reduce data, how to manage and limit data. Do what? So the state we find ourselves, most times, I want to believe that maybe because we're in Africa, maybe based on Nigeria. But when I also see posts on social media about what is happening in other countries, I get to say that leaders who entered, especially in democratic system, they appeal to the people, vote for me, need your vote, they will converse. And by the time they get to power, their decision, most times someone just insulted them while they were in school. They just like, I will get back to you. And when they get there, their focus is to pay back. They don't pay attention. They don't listen to the grievance. They don't listen. Democracy was a system for the people, by the people, for the people, and with the people and all the people. Now, democracy is for who is there, his family, his friends. And that's all. Judiciary don't function. Legislature don't function. Not function. We see that under the administration of Ahmed, not Ahmed though. Yeah, we see that under the administration of Buhari. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I want to commend everyone that have watched the live feed. Your time, I appreciate it, means a lot to me. If you're coming across my video, yeah, we were here and we discussed extensively, and we will still be discussing on this issue. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe my YouTube channel. I appreciate. Gracias.